Hey, what's up guys? It's Listar back with another Destiny 2 Legendary Campaign episode. This is going to be episode 3, The Ghosts. This is the really difficult one that everybody seems to struggle with the scoring boss and all the mechanics, the boss room. The main thing I have to say about this one, take your time. Don't rush it. Slow down and keep track of that boss. We'll talk more about it when we get there, but for now, spawn in, run straight forward, clear out a bunch of ads. I'm using Tiku's off the bat here. There's a light-bearing wizard. Just use your bow and beat her down. Really shouldn't be anything difficult. There's going to be a shrieker up around the corner to the left. Just pop your rocket out. One shot will take it out. There's the shrieker. Make sure you grab that ghost. I was trying to wait for it to stop shooting. There we go. Then he decided not to open. Then move around to the right hand side. Then he saw me. One shot, down he goes.
So, Finch, mind telling us what exactly it is we're looking for?
Oh, you know, what's his name? That old warlock Osiris? Yeah, it's his ghost. Well, was his ghost.
Wait, you mean Sagira?
That's the one, yeah. You know what happened to her. How she, you know.
Sivo Arath came for her, backed her into a corner. Clearly, Savathun found her shell, impersonated Osiris.
So, these kind of sack-looking things hanging on the wall, that's how you get light in this area. You'll use this mechanic multiple times throughout the level. This area you don't really need them. The next area you will need them for the jumping puzzle. Okay, so here, you're going to take out the two guys on the left-hand side. You're going to come out the corner, and there's going to be two guys on the right-hand side. Take them out. There's going to be a captain with a void shield. Take him out. He's on the left-hand side behind the pillar. He's shooting all the void cannon right there. There he is. Take him out. Now, two guys on the right-hand side. Okay, so as soon as you move up to about that pillar in the middle, the giant one in the middle of the room, if you don't move up there, nothing will spawn. But as soon as you move up to about that line, you will get enemy spawns. And you're going to get two light-bearing guys. And they are going to be the light-bearing Acolytes. Now these guys, in combination with this room in particular, are a pain in the ass. One, light-bearing Acolytes are Blade Barrage is their super. Two, the blades that they spawn that fly at you are almost the exact same color as that light at the back of the room. Three, they're ridiculously fast. There's the enemy spawns. Three, they're ridiculously fast, so good luck dodging them. These guys can be a real pain to deal with. My favorite spot to deal with them is just behind this pillar here, because it blocks you from the guys that are going to spawn on the left-hand side at the back. And I forgot that you're going to get thrall spawns. I think I died here a couple times actually, and this is my third time playing through this level. You would think I know how to do it by now. It's that annoying to do. In the open world, these light-bearing Acolytes, there it is, there's the first one, blew myself up. Light-bearing Acolytes aren't too hard to deal with, but for some reason in this room in particular, they are a nightmare. So we're going to skip to the run where I complete this and continue from there. Alright guys, I do believe this is the run that I complete this encounter. I swap over from Tiku's to Funnel Web, a Void SMG. For some reason, I don't really know why. I don't think it would benefit you any here. I think I do it just to kill this captain, or this chieftain, I think is the only reason. It might be to do with the thralls. I don't really know what my thought process here was. Those thralls that spawn when these light bearers do are deadly. If you do not take them out, they will kill you. The light bearing acolytes throw swarm grenades as well that track you. They're a very nasty combination of enemies. This guy decided to push me for some reason. Now, the only nice thing about fighting these guys is when they launch their knives, their blades into the air, just like that, they stun, or they stand still. That's a perfect opportunity to launch a rocket at them. Kind of lucky that that guy pushed up, actually, because it allowed me to take him out and crush his ghost while still being in cover, which is really nice. And I'm using the ignition code here. It's a grenade launcher you get from Season of the Splicer. It has blinding nades on it. That's mainly the only reason. It has blinding and all for one, maybe. But the blinding to blind the knights. Kind of took a more laid-back approach to this encounter this time, which is almost what you have to do here. You need to take your time on this one. And this knight will not stop firing at that position. And I give up. Swap over to a arc bow to break the shields on the knights. Because I was like, alright, I need to deal with this guy. He's starting to get annoying. And a bow is much more useful in this area. Now, the only thing I have to say about fighting knights at a distance, especially in this campaign for some reason, is if you're at a distance, they will pop their shield almost every single time they move into cover. And they move into cover after you, basically every time after you shoot them. So they're much more annoying to deal with. Like, see, I couldn't kill him yet. He's gonna go back behind there and heal. But, you know, taking our time, making sure we're taking cover when we need it. Dodging the supers. I don't know what that rocket was. It was a very ambitious rocket. Kind of waiting, seeing what's going on. Move over to the left side. Try and take out this knight real quick. Got him. Those acolytes popped my shield really quickly. Trying to get rid of them. Move out of that nade. And those are the blades. I am very surprised they did not kill me. I think one of them missed. Because if all of those hit you, you will die. Pretty sure one of them missed or something happened. Because I lived. But I could not see them coming at all. That surprised me when I got hit by those. So just keep that in mind. They come out of nowhere very quickly. They're not like the Sentinel Knights that you can dodge the shield throws very easily. Or the wizards that you can just outrange them. I heard him pop his super. Knives hit. Gonna wait for, you can hear the knives spawn in. It's almost like unsheathing a sword kind of sound. It's very faint, but you can hear it. That'll kind of let you know when you can peek, when you can't peek, stuff like that. That right there is a great example of why you want to wait until these guys pop their super, or as they're throwing their knives. There's another great example to launch your rockets, because they will dodge it. They will dodge it every time, especially at that distance. I don't know why I decided to use my rockets here. I should have just used my bow from the beginning. But, you know, now we're going to pop the rocket. Wait for these knives, wait for him to move out into cover, out of cover, bam, and he's dead. Beautiful. Now, I have to get the ghost, or he will respawn with full health. There's another guy to the right side that I have not killed yet. Never mind, I forgot he pushed up and I got him. Okay, bunch of Scorn spawn in. Just stand back, take them out. Hit your crits on the Ravagers. That's what they're called. I almost forgot. Thanks for the name tags. You're gonna have an Abomination and 2 Captains spawn in as well. Abomination, he will kind of push you, kind of rush you down a little bit, and then once you get him low enough, he'll go into his enraged state where he will charge you down. You've fought them all before, you know how they work. The blinding nades come in really handy here, but if you didn't have something like that, just move to the back of the room and primary him down, or if you have like a sniper rifle or something, use that. Just create some distance. I was able to get away with some pretty close play with the blinding nades and the shield. Now we're gonna stand back for these captains so we can dodge the flame mortars. The arc bow makes quick work of these guys. And there we go. Room clear. Pick up our ammo. Move on. Now, if you were standing next to that door, these wraiths would kill you. Luckily, you won't have to restart the fight. But it is kind of just like a troll from Bungie. Like, oh look, this is the door to progression. If you stand right next to this door, they come out of here and bam, kill you. And because these chests kind of lure you in. So that's why you want to also stand back. Checking weapons here. Got an infusion. So this is the jumping section with the light up sacks. Just pop them and you'll get a pretty clear indication of where to go. There's a platform you can see kind of in the middle of the screen right now. Yeah, right there. That's where you're going. Then you're gonna jump down and then turn like 90 degrees to the left. Yep.
Making a choice doesn't always mean you have multiple options, you know. Look, I am not saying buddying up with the Hive was right. And yeah. Maybe a lot of us do deserve what's coming. But me, I'm just trying to right my wrongs. That's gotta count for something.
I guess we'll see.
Alright, so this area. I would swap to a void weapon, which I believe I do here in a minute, to take out the Chieftain in the back. And then you saw the land tank on the right side. It's a Scorn tank, it's a Scorn one. So he has the rocket volley, rocket barrage. That big rock that you can see right next to my crosshair, that will be your friend. Stand behind that rock for the entire time. Do not try and move, do not try and go anywhere else. It is the best place to do damage, it is the best cover in this area.
A walker. Scorn aren't playing around.
Yep, there's the rocket launch. They're gonna hit off the rock. If you stand behind the rock, none of them will ever hit you. So you all know how you all know how walkers and land tanks and all that stuff work. You shoot the legs to reveal their core. This guy in particular is kind of annoying because of the position that you're standing in. You can only ever hit the front 2 legs and then the rest of the damage, and that will not kill him. Even if you pop his cut when you pop your super on his cover, it will not kill him on his core. So you have to kind of whittle him down with his middle leg on the right hand side there. There is a crit spot on the back side of the leg. Also, it's basically like the ankle joint almost. It's very hard to hit because it's very small, but you can hit it right there. That is where you will get your crit damage from on the middle leg that you cannot reach the side of. Now we're working on the left leg. Ran out of heavy. So we're using a BL. Might as well just use the bow here. It's going to do about the same damage, and you won't have to waste special ammo. And with your unlimited primary, yes, while it might take a while, you will get there in the end with no loss. Now there are some pikes to the left side that you can ride. I don't really know why there's pikes. They just get you killed, really. Yeah, there's the pikes. I'm sure on a lower difficulty it would be kind of fun to ride a pike to fight this guy, but on Legend it is not a viable option. You're much better off standing behind this rock and using your primary. There's the crit spot right there. Basically, like the ankle joint, I would say, on the foot, you can hit as a crit spot as well. So, yeah, about right there. Actually got it with a rocket. Even though it's a very large projectile. No scope that one. Right there. And as you can see, you can still crit it even after you've broken the leg, which is very nice. I don't know what he decided to do with his flamethrower attack right here. I think he was pretty confused about where I was, which I'm not too worried about because that means I can stand here and do continuous damage. I don't have to dodge his rocket barrage. Here I thought I was safe. I was not. Luckily only a few of them hit me, or else I probably would have died. There we go. There is the walker tank. Down. Head on towards the door of progression. Now, this room, there's going to be a captain or a chieftain in the far back. You're going to have a few of the sniper dudes, the raiders, and a few ravagers. Nothing's really a threat in this room. Just take your time, clear it out. Don't try and push into the back. Clear it out as you go. Yeah, and that crystal you have to shoot to unlock the door. Killing the chieftain unlocks the crystal. Here, the chieftain's gonna spawn. Yep. So he spawned in the back. And then you have a few more ravagers to deal with. I think I ran out here to grab some more. Oh no, I was looking for a heavy brick. And for some reason, there's a heavy brick all the way over here. Luckily. I thought I might as well pop back out and see if I can find see if I could find any heavy ammo. Now this guy's pretty trivial, especially with the blinding nades and the void bow to break the shield. Blinding nades stun him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you don't have blinding nades, just use the little, I would call it a pillar, the little post thing I'm standing next to. Just use that as cover. Dodge back and forth. And for some reason, I could not hit this crystal. I shot 4 times and missed. 3 of them. I missed 3. A little bit of a jumping section.
We're heading into a dangerous temple filled with deadly scorn to find Sagira, who was placed there by Savathun.
That's about the gist of it. Yeah.
And this
Yeah, that sounds pretty
definitely
sketch.
isn't some kind of trap.
Now, come on, look, interrogate me all you want, but I am not hiding anything. I promise.
Honesty goes a long way with my guardians.
Is that
Ikora Ray, a leader of the Vanguard. I signaled her just in case.
Let's call it insurance. A watchful eye. In case
Yeah,
your
we still
actions
don't
differ from
still don't know who Finch is. We still don't trust him.
Wow. It's
It's the very
yeah,
first mission you do with him.
I always wanted to work for the Vanguard.
with, not for. Do right by us, and we can discuss a more permanent role once Savathun is dealt with.
So this area, the left and right hand sides, you're gonna get a deranged Abomination spawn with a Chieftain. One Chieftain's gonna have an arc shield, one Chieftain's gonna have a solar shield. There's gonna be 2 crystals, one on the left side, one on the right side. You have to kill the Chieftain in order to break the shield on the crystal. Do that and you can progress to the next area. Make sure to watch out for the sniper guys. Apparently they one-shot. I didn't know that. Either that or I had taken some damage off my shield from something else beforehand and he took me out. Going to restart that area very quickly. That was just a very quick mistake. Not too much of a setback. Nothing too much. Yeah, we're going to deal with the guy on the right hand side first. Doesn't really matter. There is the Ravage, or the Chieftain. Swap over to an arc weapon. Or, yes, arc weapon. For this guy. Apply some weaken effect. Void 3.0 is amazing. I love it. On every class. Pop the crystal. Each time you pop a crystal, you're going to get a wave of enemies spawn in. Mainly just a bunch of Ravagers and a few of the shielded dudes, which are... they're just annoying. Not being able to hit the crit, it's just annoying. Yeah, just make sure avoiding the, whatever you want to call it, their melee attack, because you know how it works. You get swarmed, fireballs, you know, and in this campaign you take increased damage from all solar sources. There's a solar burn built into this campaign. Because 90% of the enemies you face deal solar damage. Well, basically all the Scorn deals solar damage. And then your Hive deal mainly arc damage. Throwing some nades in the back area. Because I know he's back there. I was trying to see if I could take him out from there without having to move up. But I figured I might as well move up. Bird, this guy, and there's a Wraith with him. Nice thing about these guys is they're very loud. He was shooting me through the wall. Imagine that. Wouldn't be destiny if that didn't happen. Drop to your solar weapon. You pop this guy's shield. Divination makes quick work of him. Alternating between explosion and stun grenade. I don't know how I missed that one, but I did. Took him out, pop the crystal. Believe you get another... Do you get another wave of enemies? I'm not entirely sure. Does not appear so. So, this jump, much like the jump in the very first mission, you must break your fall as you are going, or you will die when you hit the bottom. I die on the first fall because I forgot that, and it comes up much faster than you think. So make sure you are slowing your descent on this jump. Had a lot of dirt, had a lot of mishaps this episode, haven't we? There we go. So, this area, there's going to be 4 sections. You see the little crest in front, or the 4 crests. There's an area behind each crest. This is the boss of this is the final boss of this mission. You don't fight him right now. He kind of just slow walks around the area to be intimidating. Don't worry about him, he's not a threat at all. So it doesn't matter which area you do first, but you must do all 4. So pick one, go in, kill all the enemies. At the back of the area, at the back of this area, there will be a captain. Take the captain out. The objective of each area is much like the rest of this mission. There's a captain, you have to, or a chieftain rather, you have to kill the chieftain and destroy the crystal. These guys are super annoying because they have the scatter things. It is not the captain doing this, the chieftain. It is the scorn on the right hand side. Right there, the raiders that are doing this. It is extremely annoying. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's annoying as hell. There's the captain. Why do I keep saying captain? It's the damn chieftain. We're gonna get that. We're gonna fix that, you know, one of these times. Pop on your arc weapon. I believe I die in one of these sections. I would definitely agree with many people that this is the most difficult mission in this campaign. It's not the longest, but I would definitely agree that it is the most difficult. Mainly due to the boss fight room, the mechanic. But this section can also be pretty difficult. See, he very slowly meanders around the room. So here, there's going to be a bunch of Ravagers. Pop the sacks, give you some light so you can see what you're doing. There's a solar captain, solar chieftain in this room. There's some wraiths that spawn in once you do a certain amount of damage to him. I thought I could kill them very easily. Nope, I die right here. Very quickly. Yep, see, burned to death. And we're dead. Okay, we're gonna skip to about that section again so you all don't have to watch it again. Actually, I decided to start with a different area, different section on this run. So this one is like kind of like a maze with a bunch of the exploder dudes. What are they called? See if I can get a name off of them. Screebs. That is right, the Screeby Screebs. It's basically a maze, and around pretty much every corner there will be Screebs. Take your time, they'll blow you up very quickly. If you stay to the left and just keep left of the entire thing, keep left the entire way, you will come to this room, kill the captain, crystal, repeat. You know the drill. I popped a barricade there to kind of block that, so the Screeb would at least take some damage before he went through, possibly die. Yeah, and as you can tell, if you do not pop the sacks to give you light, it is pitch black. You cannot see anything. Nothing at all. So, now we're moving on to the left side. Again, this is the room with the Ravagers, or the Raiders that have the arc cluster bomb thingies that are really annoying. Now, if you're worried about the boss, like, slow walking his way over here, because he will swing at you, he is aggro. The symbol right there, just to the upper left, it blocks him from entering the area. He cannot enter the area until you have broken the crystal. That'll come into play more in the next room, the boss arena. I do believe that the light sack thingies also kind of slow the enemies. They like you put like goo on them or something, because if you blow them up while the enemy is next to them, it will deal some damage to them, and I believe it also decreases their movement speed. So you can keep that in mind for the boss fight as well. Next, we are going to move on to the section that killed me last. I believe there's an Abomination either now or he spawns in after this section. I decided to go up the left side of the room this time. I think that was a much better choice. That kind of just stood there. Here's the rates. Played it smart this time. Backed up. Got some damage into him. This guy kind of got away from me a little bit. Hit him with that blinding nade. Finish him off. Take him out. Finish him. Gonna use a rocket on him. No need to conserve rockets here. You will get a campaign banner before the boss fight, so don't worry about not having any ammo. You could even pop your super if you wanted to. Not necessary, but you could. There's the other dude. I believe there's 3 or 2. I think there's 2 on the left side. There's the crystal. 1 more to go. Yeah, it kind of applies almost like, I think it's a blinding effect. That's very similar sort of effect over top of his head as you get from blinding nades. There's the Abomination. I'm going to move back and take him out. It's a very ambitious rocket shot, and it paid off. Kind of forgot here that there was 1 more section. Oh, there's not. There's only 3. Okay, so pop the crystal, and he will despawn. He's moved on to the next area. So, you have completed that encounter. Collect your chests, collect your loot. Don't know why I decided to pop all of these. I don't know why. I did. Come on, man. Hurry up. Come on, dude. Let's go. Alright. Again, this guy in his inventory. Oh my gosh. Trying to decide what I want to use for the boss fight. Blinding nades, definitely good thing to have. If not, I believe the first time I did it, I used a Risk Runner. Weirdly enough. I think I just wanted an SMG, that a fast-firing weapon. I mean, it worked.
The Scorn are supposed to be mindless, but these, they're powerful. Organized.
If they act, it's because someone's telling them to.
The Fanatic would be a safe bet.
Oh, you mean Fickrel, the leader, the former leader of the Barons?
Perhaps. He was driven from the Tangled Shore not long ago.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
And you know this how?
Well, Throne World's bathed in Savathun's light, right? Supposed to be a capital P powerful, keep anything dark out. And yet, somehow the Scorn found a way in. Makes you think they found some sort of power to match, doesn't it, huh?
Then we don't yet know what we're dealing with here. For now, keep focused on the task at hand, Guardian.
I like that we learn what the leader of the Barons, we learn what his name is. Fickrel is his name. That is something that we did not know. We didn't learn that at all from the entire Forsaken campaign. And then casually just gets dropped here. Oh yeah, by the way, the leader of the Barons, yeah, his name is Fickrel. Oh, Fickrel? Nah, it's not him. I love I love this guy's attitude. He's so casual. I love it. I love Finch. My favorite planet vendor. Destination vendor. So here's the boss arena.
There, Sagira.
So, if you do moving up will trigger the fight to spawn or fight to start. That was a difficult sentence. But if you stay back here, nothing will spawn. You can basically stand here forever. Move up. There you go. Brutix, the Lightbane. He does not have any light abilities. There's a Chieftain here. I got it right. Chieftain. Again, kill the Captain, kill the Chieftain, kill the Crystal, and then you can do damage to the boss. So, there's 3 phases. First phase, I would use your super to deal boss damage. Then the second phase, use your heavy. And then by the time the third phase comes around, you should have your super back. That is the easiest way I have found to do this. For some reason, I skipped ahead and forgot, oh, I need to do boss damage. Don't know why I decided to do the damage in this room. Whatever. So, after you do damage, he will trigger the little the guilds shield things upon the doorways that will keep him from moving into that room because he walks a lot faster in this room. So there's going to be 3 rooms, 3 different chieftains, 3 different shield types. The left side is Arc, the middle is Void, which is the one we're at right now, and the right side is Solar. For some reason, this Stalker has a ridiculous melee. So, we're going to skip ahead. Decided to swap over to a SMG. I believe that will help quite a bit more. I was remembering I used an SMG the first time around, and it worked fairly well. So, as I mentioned before, the biggest part about this boss fight is keeping track of the boss. If you lose track of the boss, he will run you down and die, and you will die. You have to start all over. It's very, very upsetting when you die on the final phase. So, just make sure you're keeping track of where the boss is at, taking your time. You know, waiting for your health to recover, killing ads, you know, not trying to rush anything here. You're safe in this room. The only enemy you have to deal with that's any threat, apparently the Stalkers are a threat, but they shouldn't be, is the Chieftain. This guy's probably the most annoying because he has one of the arc bobble thingy-majigs that stun you. Yep. And as long as you don't shoot the crystal, the barrier will not break. So technically, you could just stand back here, recover your health. You could wait for your super to regen even. Boss was a little close here. Little spook, but nothing too bad. So that was the left side. That was the arc. Going to go to... Oh, we're clearing ads. Good job. Look at this guy. Kind of knows what he's doing. Now, when he does the slam attack and does the whole wave of solar fire on the ground, it's fairly easy to dodge. And it stuns him. It holds him in place. So you know that when he does that, he's not moving. He's not chasing you. So it kind of gives you a little thought. You can know in the back of your head that you're safe for 3 to 5 seconds. 2 to 3. Well, probably like 2 to 3 seconds until he pulls his thing out. Pulls his giant weapon out of the ground. Giant flaming ball of destruction. So here, moving off to the right side, which is the solar guy. For some reason, it started to get very jittery here. I don't know why. You'll start to notice my aim get really, really bad about this time in the fight. I don't know why. I know what I'm doing. Not like I'm dying. I don't know. As long as you're taking your time, though, you should be a-okay. For some reason, this crystal would not die. More damage. Okay. This is the phase where you are most likely to die. Because you do not have your super. This is where you're going to do your damage with your heavy. So, make sure you're taking out the wraiths. Those are the biggest threat to you. Besides the boss. I kind of got lost here in the darkness. Almost died there. That was kind of sketch. I got lost in the darkness a little bit. Yep, he is stuck in the ground, so I know I'm safe to deal with the wraith. And now we can kind of make our way around the room, taking out the stalkers so we can rocket the boss. Now, if you stand in the middle here, you can kind of use the thing that Sagira is trapped in as cover, but just know it does not stop his flame, his attack from. It will go right through it. So it's not really cover. It's just like a place to stand. So keep that in mind. You are not completely safe from his wall of fire. Yep, see, just after the first captain, I'm checking to make sure the boss isn't close. But after the first chieftain, we already have our super back, so we know that all we have to do is take out these 2 chieftains safely, and we have the fight in the bag. Kind of got spooked there a little bit. That's the great thing about having the instant overshield. Is I can immediately go, if I lose my shields, I can pop my barricade down. 1, it gives me cover, and 2, instant overshield. Waiting for the boss to kind of move away a little bit so we can get out. Move on to the 3rd and final room. For some reason, he decided to just not get blinded that time. It's okay though. Blinding nades have a ridiculous range. Well, not ridiculous, but you don't have to hit the target as long as he is within the blast radius. There, we'll get blind. There we go. And with that Chieftain down, we basically have the fight in the bag. So, take a second to breathe here. Pop the crystal. Pop your super. Take out the boss. And the health regen and damage resist you get from Sentinel Shield will let you tank straight through the fire. Pop the shield, let all the enemies despawn,
That was no barrier.
and you have beaten
Felt just as powerful.
arguably the hardest mission
Dealing with
in the Witch Queen campaign, the Ghost.
To find out if I were you. Grab Sagira and go, okay?
I stand before a being with 1,000 names. It whispers one. The witness. Remember it. Remember that name.
Did anybody else hear that?
Sounded like Savathun.
Who's the witness?
No clue. I've never heard that name before.
Hey, that's exciting though, right? A lead!
What's most exciting is that you were telling the truth.
Trust her, then, huh? Yeah?
Call it cautious optimism for now. Your guidance yielded results. But let's not forget Savathun remains at large.
Well, hopefully not for long if we have anything to say about it. I just want to expose Savathun. Stop whatever game she's playing.
You can be sure we'll hold you to that. In the meantime, what should we do with Sagira?
I'm not sure how we heard that voice from it, but I have a theory. Bring her back to me as soon as you can. And good work. All of you.